An Early Lesson Resonates for a Lifetime by David Rye. When I was a little boy in the 1960s, my mother, Alice Rye, taught me how to be strong, how to be a real person. We had recently moved into our house in Millersville, Pennsylvania. Shortly thereafter, two African American families bought houses on our street, and I immediately made friends with their young sons. Melvin Baber lived 2 houses down from ours, and Kevin Daniels lived 3 houses up the street. We quickly all became the best of friends. One day, a neighbor from across the street came to our house. This woman went to the same church we did, but this day the woman showed her true side. She had a petition for getting, quote, the blacks out of our neighborhood. She told my mother while I was standing right there, quote, they are going to bring down our property values. My mother never wavered. She looked this lady in the eye and said sternly right to her face, quote, no, they're not. I've been in both their homes, and they are impeccably clean, and in fact, they are better than mine. My mother continued as the woman who came to our house stood there with her mouth agape, quote, you're the one who's going to have to move. The lady couldn't have left our house faster. I couldn't have been prouder of my mom that day, the day she stood up for my black friends and their families. She stood up for what was true and refused to give in to blind hate and bigotry. As my mother predicted, the lady who came to our door that day did soon move out of the neighborhood. I've never forgotten that day when my mom showed me what it is to love your fellow man. David Rye is my first cousin once removed. And if you like that story and would like to read some others like it for some inspiration, I recommend checking out this book, Beacons in the Darkness, Inspirational Stories from People I Know, available anywhere books are sold, the profits of which are dedicated to an animal rescue in Western New York State.